So I said I was going to tell you how I pick supplements, and this is all opinion and hearsay, and if you disagree with me or want to call me out, write a letter, send it to your mom's house, I'll pick it up later. Everything I say is the truth because I'm wearing glasses and people who wear glasses are smart. When I look at supplements, I'm going to be honest, the first thing I do, I don't even look at the labels on most of this stuff. If it says the word super or extreme or anything that's designed to sell stuff to 14-year-old kids, I don't buy it immediately. If it says super on it, I immediately run the other direction. Another thing is if it's named after gear, run the other direction. I'm not saying some of this stuff doesn't work. I'm just saying that I'll never know, because if you name your stuff Sustaval 250 and you put it on the shelf, I'm not going to look at it, because I'm assuming that you're trying to sell fake trend to idiots who are going to think that it's real trend. And not that I'm endorsing real trend or gear, but I'm not endorsing supplements that name themselves after them. If you aren't on a good multivitamin, and it doesn't have to be animal packs, but if you're not on a good multivitamin and you're not eating right and getting your vitamins, then none of this other crap matters. The fact is, you got to have your vitamins in your system. If you're only going to buy one supplement, period, it needs to be a good multivitamin, especially if you're not on a meal plan and you're not meal prepping and you're not getting your vitamins from anywhere else. If I wake up with a severe hangover and I know I'm not going to eat very well that day, I take like 6 of these and I hope that I make it through the weekend. Not that I endorse that either. This is pure speculation and hearsay. I'm just going to tell you this is how I feel. Is a lot of companies put stuff that they only can go one direction with. If they have so many aminos in it, then it seems like their nitrogen stuff and their stimulant stuff is way lower. So like a lot of stuff that you see has a lot of stimulants in it, and then it's lacking on creatine, and it's lacking on aminos, and it's lacking on any kind of nitric oxide stimulation. All it is just caffeine and B12 and whatever it takes to get you hyper. So me, what I take right now is I take my creatine separately. I use ROC stuff. Great company, good dude. He does the whole like banned substance-free stuff, which honestly I could give a shit about, but it's cool because the guy cares about his product. And if you're going to say that you're banned substance-free, then it means that you're paying attention to what's going into your stuff. You're not just ordering some random crap from somewhere. So that's neat to me. Noxivol. Everyone asks me if I can only buy one supplement, what would it be? Noxivol is gnarly. If you've never had a crazy, psychotic, skin-tearing pump, Noxivol is the stuff that will do it. But it doesn't work without a good nitric oxide support. So the second one I do, this Inno Drive, is pretty awesome. And these two together kill. So I'm not very good at filming videos, so we had to cut and edit a little bit of that. When it comes to actual pre-workout stuff, once you've made it past this, Britton likes Hyper. The reason she likes Hyper is because it doesn't have any creatine in it, so it's super low bloat, and she can avoid all that. And she likes it so much that if she wants creatine and she's trying to get her pump, she stays on Hyper and goes right back to ROC stuff. It's all about finding what works for you. Me, I like to stem and hide. I've also used Axion and stem together. I've used a handful, but honestly, hide for the price is pretty awesome, and it's killer stimulant to it. It's something that'll make you hyper, and for a lot of people, this is probably enough. But to me, it drops me off really fast by itself. I get 45 minutes of kill, and then I'm kind of done with it. And even like my pump kind of starts to fade, like everything kind of starts to fade. And I feel like if I add Hemorrhage to it, Hemorrhage has a pre-workout and a during workout, and I mix it up back and forth. Hemorrhage, again, by itself, killer. Good pump, good energy, good feel. but I need more stimulant. I want to throw stuff across the room. I don't want to just get mad at the guy for leaving his weights unracked. I want to throw them against the wall. And I don't get that with just hemo, so I add a little bit of hype to it, and then, you know, stuff starts getting thrown places. The only other thing I'm taking right now is L-arginine by itself, because if I'm not taking the Noxivol, if I'm not taking anything else, this is my basic amino acid support. Lately, I've been using Titan Meds as a really killer injectable. I don't know who else is doing it. I'm sure there's other people out there, maybe not. But Titan Med has a site injectable amino that actually goes directly into it, but it's on prescription. I'm sure it doesn't take anything to get prescribed amino acids because it's awesome. It's really awesome. But even when I have those, I still use Noxivol for everything. But the basic premise to this whole thing that I wanted to get around to is no matter how much I like this stuff, if you don't read the labels and you don't know what's going on, if you're the average person that walks into a store and has no idea what you're getting, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, stay away from anything that says super or extreme or Trimbolene or Sustobal or anything. If it sounds like it belongs in a motocross commercial, then they're selling you hype. And to me, if you can't read the labels and you don't know what you're buying in the first place, the first thing to do is just avoid anyone who's selling you a name. And I guess that's just my opinion on supplements. So.